Evening, people. Evening. Just when I thought you guys are not going to get a show, me, Asim Mahmood, the man of the people, was enjoying his barbecue chicken, and we're just about to have these really nice biscoff with some like is it chocolate in there? It must be something in there. It's not the normal vanilla that you see between the two biscuits, but that is what you call a proper biscuit. I've already had one. That was nice. I got my cup of tea, and I was gonna relax. And I asked Gene, let's go for a show.
Listen, Asim, listen. All I need to see is this. All I need to see is that.
You're rather right. Where it is?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They know I speak for the people, not you.
No. Wait on.
Everybody knows that, man.
This rather be your undercover account. Whatever you say, Jay says. Whatever Jay says, you say.
Everybody knows.
Whatever it says, Jay.
Look, everyone's my fun. They're not your fans anymore, Asim. They don't like you. They don't want this 2, 3, 4, 5 bullshit undercover. Go left, go right. They want to look there. Asim, look at that. Look at the comments, man.
I'm only.
It's all me. Gene is out. Look, all me. I run the channel now. Tu kar bhaija.
I'd love that.
There you go, man. See, everybody comes for me, Asim. There you go. Look, go on, T Singer. Big up, respect.
You know what? I'd rather go then.
I need to mention all these guys, man. Vansh, big up, man. Vansh, big up. Bashi, wherever you are, big up. You're the man. These guys need proper shout outs, man.
Forget the Hughes and Slot Civil War. It's Gene and the Liverpool Asim Civil War. Anyway, Gene, we joking aside, we were always gonna come on around about 9:30. Oh, look at this.
Chal, he gets one comment.
You can have anything. That is good enough for me.
Comment and he puts
Gene is the G. What the fuck does that mean? Look at that.
One comment.
The mastermind. Anjay, I like that.
Look, one comment.
Lamu, we still love you. Who's that? Go on, Lamu. Go on.
Lamu runs the show. He does. He shows.
You know what? Big up to Lamu. He's going on Umrah today. He won't be behind the cameras for the next 4 shows. So if our stream doesn't start on Thursday, you know why. Because Lamu is on the way to Mecca. Oh, look at this, man. Look at this.
Look, I think you got 2 comments. Yeah, you got 2 comments. Yeah, now you're thinking. Yeah, look at that.
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Now the Asim love is coming. Keep it going, man.
If you're starting to get all the comments, he's already said my name. Yeah, there's so.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Mania,
that is bad news. That is bad news, man.
Well, joking aside,
you're dead, man. You're dead. I'm coming for your comments now, bro.
With the joking aside.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Look at that. Yes, Ethan, big up, mate. Ethan, you're the man.
Oh, look at this. I like this. You know, my guys are coming out with proper liners. Oh, yeah. The mastermind.
Oh,
the
boring,
architect.
Man.
Look at that, man.
Man. Look, you gotta be this one, though.
Peace out. What? Are you chuff?
Look. This. Anyway, boys, there's 300 of you in here. Make sure you smash that like.
Aye, is that you? You chat GPT this.
My guy can do it as well. My boys can do it as well. They're just, they're a bit raw like me out there.
This is a wicked one. Asim, Gene, do a poll.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, look at this. Oh. Chup, Gene.
That's actually a good one, chup, Gene.
But joking aside, the channel won't be the same, whether it's without Asim or Gene, Ben, Avi, and all the contributors that come on here. Joking aside, down to more serious matters, I think Hassan's asking if he's allowed on the watch along on Thursday. He's very confident these days, isn't it? He's like, look at this. Who's the king?
King himself.
No, I think he's on about something like Saka.
No, he's on about. Guess where he goes? He goes, bro, he's Arsenal. Bro, by the way, guys, we've got an Arsenal fan who's going to be our Lambu on Thursdays for the game. I'm playing Arsenal. Nango.
Shit could go down on Thursday.
Oh, no, shit will probably go down, especially me and him. F that. Anyway, as I was saying, Asim, 350 people already in here. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. We are on our way to 20k. So do, guys. Honestly, we can't. Like Asim mentioned, we can't. None of this is possible without you guys. You guys have always been here from day one. People I see in the chat, some of them, honestly, from day one, and all the new fans and everything who've supported us all the way through. Big up. You know, we are on our way to bigger and better things. A lot is coming your way. There's a few announcements to be made in the next few weeks. Hopefully, Asim's going to start his own Substack.
A typo from Atik. Wow, you must have had a long day. Sorry. Oh, let me tilted. See what I mean? Carry on, Gene.
No, I was saying, look, and nothing's possible without you guys, and we have got a lot of things in the pipeline. By the way, Asim has finally decided for the 10th time to start his Substack account. It's taken him 18 months. You know, at least he's not 10 minutes late. It's 18 months. But he's finally got there. I think he's put up his first article. So, guys, it's called Behind the Bench on Substack. So make sure every single one of you go there, subscribe to the actual page. Asim, have you started under the paywall yet or not?
No, I'm gonna do a lot of free articles just to get people used to coming to the page.
Yeah, so make sure, guys, that's the first thing you need to go on Substack, and please subscribe every single one of you to Asim's Substack. Behind the Bench, it's called, guys.
Okay, Chin. Behind the wall, behind the bench. Some reports in the last 10-15 minutes are surfacing that there is a rift, there is a civil war between Richard Hughes and Arne Slot. Now, I haven't had time. I had to prioritize between reading the article or making a cup of tea and getting 3 biscuits open in this freezing cold office. And I went for making the cup of tea and bringing 3 biscuits up. So have you read the article? Has anyone else read the article?
I got it, and
yeah.
I had a quick glance at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, let me get this out there. I'm not a massive big fan of Anfield Watch, and nothing against the guys. It's just some of the things that I think that are written, I just find it to be bullshit. And I read the headline, and I thought, yeah, come on, man, please chill out.
Have you got it?
And then I actually went into it. It's about more of it. It's about, you know, Rio Ingamua. They want, you know, Slot to bring players through the academy, give them a lot more chances. And yeah, look, bench is good. There's some people are going there, but I just don't find them reliable. I just think, like, now today, I think this is bullshit, if I'm honest. But I might be wrong. And when I read it, I thought, a rift between bloody Hughes and the what's his name, Slot, because of Rio Ingamua. Come on, yard. Sort it out, man. I'm not gonna be here to thingy, but saying that they want him to bring a lot more players through. He wants ready-made players. Rather than bringing through the academy, they like the Klopp model where Klopp was bringing through a load of youngsters through, and we're not really seeing that under Arne Slot. And I read it and I thought, yeah, come on, just chill out. I don't know what you think of it, Asim. You might, I've got info in it. I'm a guy that doesn't have any info. I'm just thinking it from a Liverpool perspective, from my own personal perspective, that I just think it's a lot of bullshit. But, yep.
I've just texted someone who I trust. Can't give his name for obvious reasons. And he just replied in the last 30 seconds saying, bullshit, mate.
There you go. There you go.
So with a full stop. Whatever the full stop means. I have not read the article. It'll be good if someone can bring the article up. Have you got a screenshot? Maybe you can read it, Gene. That'd be better.
I can read it for you.
Yeah,
because I've got it on my. I had it on my phone. I see. He goes, Arne Slot ignited a civil war in the summer over Liverpool's transfer policy and had a massive clash with Richard Hughes. That in itself.
Oh, it's too long.
It's a long article, man. It's not like a bloody thingy. It's pretty long. So just when job is not safe by any stretch of the imagination. Anfield Slot may have gone 9 games unbeaten, leading to Liverpool's visit to the Emirates later this week, but performances have been poor. Draws with Fulham, Leeds twice, and Sunderland have been disappointing, even though wins have been narrow and have come through a great struggle. Slot doesn't seem to have an idea or a defined system when it comes to Liverpool attacking play. He has steadied the ship defensively, but at the cost of Liverpool's attack. Currently, we've got Liverpool playing a very basic system that has neither the backing of the fans nor anyone else associated with the club. Right, that's that. But the issues are deeper at Anfield than just performances on the pitch. Liverpool's hierarchy have a very specific idea of not only how they want the club to play, but how they want the club to be run by their head coach. Over the summer, Hughes and his recruitment team were keen on Rio and Trey to be given bigger roles at first team level following impressive performances in pre-season. Ingamu has made 5 goal contributions in 5 games. Nayoni has caught the eye of in previous season under Jurgen Klopp. I can't be reading all of this. Right, anyway, Bajicic, Kwanzaa and others have benefited from Klopp rewarding them after a strong pre-season, but Slot was not of the same mindset. He wanted Liverpool to loan Ingamua after Luis Diaz was sold and push the Reds to pursue a move for Bradley Barcola or Malik Fofana during a heated clash, which is fucking bollocks.
So why is this all of a sudden come out now, though? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's a load of bullshit. I can't believe I'm reading. You made me fucking read this article. Yeah, I don't believe a word. Maybe a few little things might be right, but come on, they're not. Yeah, it's a yes man. You know that, I know that. He's not gonna fight with the board. He's not gonna fight with Richard Hughes and the guys above. I just find it a load of waffle, like some people have said it. I don't look. You've text somebody, they've give you an answer saying, it's bullshit. So no, I think look. When you put 2 and 2 together, already there's a lot of rolla, there's a lot of noise. The fans are already in uproar. I'm not saying they're gaslighting here, but it doesn't. For me, it's a load of bullshit. Arne Slot's, if there were that issue, they had that much of an issue with Arne Slot over Rio Ngamua in the summer about bringing him through, they wouldn't have backed him the way they did over the Salah issue.
So what did the article say? The article said that he didn't want Rio and he wanted someone like Barcola to come in.
He wants ready-made players, basically. Okay. Right? He doesn't want projects in terms of bringing them in, integrating them into the first team, giving them more minutes, whereas Hughes and Edwards do. And he all goes on to say that he wanted ready-made players ready to go to the next level. I mean, they sold Diaz in bringing in a Bradley Barcola, which I agree with. So end of the day, I would want, if that's true, I would want fucking Bradley Barcola over Rio Ngamua, who's a 17-year-old kid. This is what we wanted from day one. Bring in a player like, Gordon. I know people don't like hearing that, but even a Bradley Barcola or a Nico Williams or a Rodrigo, Cody Gakpo, you'll probably move on in a year's time, and that will give Ngamua will be a year older, and he's got something to fight for. So I'm not fully. Wait, who wrote this article? Who's the person who actually wrote it? Is there a name on? Let's see if there's a name on this.
I don't know.
Benz. I'm actually surprised it's Benz, man. Benz is a fucking good guy. I'm surprised he's wrote it. I don't believe it. Benz, I know you're a good guy. You've come on the channel quite a few times, but I don't believe it.
Okay. Let's. Do you think there's some parts of the article that might be true in regards to like Slot not looking at the academy, not bringing, not even look how many minutes Rio's got this season, Gene.
Not giving Rio minutes, I agree with. We were calling for Rio to come on in the last game, Asim. So we all agreed that Rio should have been given minutes, especially when we had so many injuries. And there was times where he should have, when we felt like, it's 1-1, we needed to bring him on to change the game. We never did. He definitely should have got more minutes. Everybody, I think 100% of the fan base will agree with you on that one. But to say they had an argument about it, yeah, come on, man. I don't buy that. But in terms of Slot and his question to you, but in terms of Slot and his management of youth and young talent, Asim, what do you make of it so far? Because of our assist test is players like Kwanzaa, like Tyler Morton, these type of players. Not one of them has made it. The only Rio's come through. Trey gets a few minutes here and there, but that's about it.
Well, let's be honest, Gene. Who's been good enough?
Rio. Who's been good enough? Rio deserves to add more minutes. Let's face it, Asim.
Yes, but I'm talking about the guys who we got rid of in the summer. Bobby Clark, Kwanzaa. there's probably thinking there's a view of you're probably not good enough now for Liverpool, but if you develop, and that's why we put a buyout clause in for you, if you turn out to be a really good established European, not elite, but a very good defender in Europe, then we're happy to pay 65 million pounds for you. But who else is there? Harvey Elliott. Tyler Morton is probably a player that I would say I would rather, like, in terms of what the Arne Slot philosophy is, Tyler Morton suited Liverpool more, Arne Slot's Liverpool more than someone like Endo.
I agree, but that I think the biggest issue with the Tyler Morton is he could have gone to Bayer Leverkusen not last year, the start of last season, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, we blocked that move. Slot blocked it for him to play in the team, and I don't think did he get any minutes? No, and he stayed at Liverpool the whole season.
Yeah, but Liverpool, where Liverpool were last season, no, we won the league, and unless you were like a generational talent, someone like, look, I know people are going to say Trent wasn't Trent when he came through, but Trent was a lot better than these young players are showing. And even at a really young age, he performed at the Champions League level. He wasn't obviously the mature Trent and the unbelievable passing, came over the course of his Liverpool tenure. But, you could tell he's going to be a different level. And it turned out to be. I don't get that impression even right now from Kwanzaa, even though he's had a decent start at Leverkusen, Harvey Elliott, Bobby Clark, Tyler Morton. I probably stuck around. Budgeting has had his own problems. So
the budget is not on him.
You have to understand, if we're 8th or 9th in the team, you have more scope. Not in the team, in this table, you have more scope to bring youngsters through. You don't have a bigger transfer budget, but we won the league, and you can go through. And we were sat here day in, day out through the summer saying, how do you improve this Liverpool team? So you go and upgrade a number 10, even though some people didn't agree with it, but it came, even though it came as a bit of a surprise as who we went for in the end and who we got. But in everyone's eyes, that was the elite number 10.
Yeah.
So we got that. We got the elite number 9 in Isak. So to improve a championship winning team, you have to go to that next level. And when you bring in the likes of Ekitike and Isak and Wirtz, Dominic Szoboszlai was pushed. I know how things turned out since Wirtz started in number 10 and all the problems occurred after that. And, since then, Dominic Szoboszlai has been playing a bit more the number 10 role. He's finding himself in every position. But Wirtz has not, has got that number 10 role. But when you bring in elite talent, the youngsters, and then the guys who are the understudies, simply their opportunities are limited. So you can't have it both ways. What I would say is someone like Rio deserves more minutes. Where you look at the lack of depth in that area, it's more or less Cody Gakpo, and that's it. And then after what we were told in the summer about his pathway is not going to be blocked and all that sort of stuff, then you can't have it both ways. By telling us that, so the fan base are appeased, and then don't give him enough minutes to bring him through as well. So I feel if I was Rio right now, I'd be pissed off as well. But in terms of these youngsters coming through, honestly, generalizing, I just don't think they were good enough.
The ones that look especially over the last 12 months, we call it, that were good enough to be given a chance are Rio. That's about it.
Dan's, he's had his own injury problems, but
Dan's is not his fault. Dan's is not anyone's fault. He's like Asim mentioned, he's been injured. He hasn't. What can you do? That's just the way it is. He was probably I actually wanted to see Dan's. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously that's not his fault. Ingram Moore is probably the only real one where you felt what could have made it. Tyler Morton was sold. I don't think any of us batted an eyelid when he was sold for, was it £10 million in the summer? Be like, okay, fine, we received 10 million for Tyler Morton. Fine. McConnell sent him on loan to Ajax. I don't think he's done unbelievably well there.
Kumas.
I don't think he's good. I don't think he's nowhere near good enough. I've seen him in the championship. Decent player, championship level player, if I'm honest. From what I've seen, I don't think he's an unbelievable player. But look, we still have to understand Slot probably hasn't given the chance where other managers probably will have. If we're honest, I think other managers would have probably given a few more chances to the opposite. But like you said, Asim, this was a title-winning team. How the hell do you break into a side that's just won the title? You can't.
And it overlaps to what we were talking about, Gene, yesterday. That I agree. I said it last night as well. Like, in terms of his philosophy, footballing philosophy, and the way how he is, maybe he can only coach proper elite talent. And when he doesn't get that and things go wrong, just like we've seen this season, then he needs to be a different type of manager to get the best out, not just like of the young players, the understudies as well, who come in and replace those injured, stars in the first team. So, like, for the point I'm trying to make is, if Arne Slot was in that cup final against Chelsea with all those youngsters on the pitch, do I think Liverpool, Arne Slot gets that type of performance from the youngsters? No. So there's been a few chats that maybe he just doesn't, his way and philosophy doesn't, allow him or have the credentials to coach these type of players and bring them through. I get what people are saying, but at the end of the day, people, that where we were after winning the league, there was a certain type of stars that could only improve this team, and we got those players. But obviously, we had other problems as well.
We lost those players as well.
Exactly.
Was one of them players. Diaz was one of them players, especially if you look at his season last year. So look, I get it. I don't want to look. When Slot needs a bashing, I will give him a bashing. When Slot doesn't need a bashing, I won't give him a bashing. And I don't think I'm going to be sat here giving him a lot of bashing over youngsters. I'll be honest, because the only one, Rio, should have definitely got a lot more minutes, though. He's the one, and he's the one that we all, as Liverpool fans, are saying we wanted to see more of him this season. And there was ample opportunity for him, I feel, where he could have come on and made a difference last 10, 15 minutes. And the few times he has come on, he has made a difference. He did start one game.
Who?
Rio, was it the cup game against Southampton? And he didn't really do anything.
Did he start against Palace in the cup game?
One of the cup games that Rio played, he didn't do anything, if we're honest. So, at the end of the day, look, but I don't want to just make you about that cup game and saying just because he didn't produce in that one game that we should, go to town on him. No. But, Slot has this sort of mindset where he'll throw you in, he's expecting miracles. And if you don't perform, you're not good enough. And we've seen that with Chiesa, we've seen that with other players. You only get like a shot. And if you don't do it, chutti. Kwanzaa half a game, chutti.
And the thing about, that we're sticking with Rio is, Gene, is I feel like when someone of that caliber and age comes, you have to give him the best chance in sort of performing.
And this is it, what Ethan's saying, Asim. Starting Rio with shit players, what's he meant to do? I agree with you. That I do agree with you, because he's a young kid anyway. He's gonna need some sort of nurturing. He's gonna need some players around him to put an arm around his neck and say, okay, get him into the right areas where they feel they can hurt the opposition. So yeah, I agree with you there, Ethan.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it overlaps. So what I was going to say is, if you're going to play him, you start nurturing him and giving him the starts at Anfield, where he's going to be on the ball a lot more. What I don't want to see from Rio is he comes on, he has to roll his sleeve up and act like Luis Diaz. He doesn't have the maturity, he doesn't have the spatial awareness right now, and understandably so. So you want him to come and run at players, because that's what his rawness is what's attracted us since the day we saw him in a blue shirt and a red shirt. So yeah, look, I agree. I've been crying out for a bit more of Rio, because I think we just missed that. The irony is, the most natural touchline winger who can run at players is a 17-year-old that we have in the squad right now.
It's mental, man. That's mental.
It's mental.
That's actually mental, mate. If you actually look at it and think. And the crazy thing for me is, when you got rid of Darwin and obviously whatever happened with Jota and Diaz, we needed pace in this team, man. Yeah. We needed pace in this team, and we don't have no pace in this team. And it really, really pisses me off that we just don't have any pace in the team, whether it's from the midfield or in attack. We don't have raw pace. And if you don't have pace in this league, you're not good enough. That's the way it is.
This is a great point. I didn't know he only signed a 3-year deal, Gene.
Because he went signed that deal because he's definitely covering his own back. He knows he's good enough, and he's wanting to see if Slot is going to give him a chance. And if Slot doesn't give him a chance, it's not like he's going to have a whole new the bunch of the teams in the Premier League and Europe wanting him. So all that work we did in trying to get him might go tits up because we haven't been able to we haven't been able to give him the minutes that he feels he deserves. And at least I'd say 75% of the fan base will tell you right now that they all want, maybe even more, want to see more minutes giving to Rio. And I find it baffling that he hasn't had the amount of minutes he's had so far. I find it crazy.
Would you start him against Arsenal?
Fucking no chance. No, that's him, man.
I thought you might say a yes after that.
Yadi, I saw Kate Gordon make Kate Gordon, me and you went to that game. Kate Gordon, when Salah was at the AFCON, at the Emirates, and we got beat.
Yeah, I can remember.
I don't want to see a kid on that side, man.
When we were told Kate Gordon's like bloody Lamine Yamal.
Was it the cup game? I can't remember which.
It was a cup game. It was a cup game. It was a cup. We won. I think Jota scored that day where he chipped him.
2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
Was it that game that we scored? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, because Salah was out. Kate Gordon played that game. Yes, you're right. We actually won that game. Sorry, but he didn't play well at all.
No,
and you can't blame him in that. This is Arsenal's cup final on Thursday, man. You don't want to throw him in. Wait for Burnley, play him Burnley home game.
Oh, Vicky went as well. Oh no, he played it? Did he play at home as well? The 0-0.
I can't remember.
I can remember seeing him at the Emirates as well.
No, I remember seeing it. No, Gakpo played. No, Gakpo was in the league game where he played on the right. Anyway,
I'm sure he played at the Emirates as well.
Yeah, he did. One game he played at the Emirates. Anyway, Asim, couple of super chats before we move on. Lad 7181. Ben Bozak knows something for sure with wink eyes. Look, Ben Bozak, I actually respect him quite a bit, if I'm honest. He's been on the channel quite a few times. I know he's got some decent links. He spoke well about, and I know, especially when it concerns for Hungarian footballers and especially with the youth setup. So props to him, but I just found that article a load of bullshit. It happens. Banner is fine. Big up to you. He goes, I don't believe that not wanting to block Rio path narrative, considering Barcola a left winger was the top alternative, is Isak deal failed. If Slot is trying to save his job, it's normal to not use a kid. Fair point. If you're trying to save yourself a job and you've made a call on dropping Salah, then you're going to go for the tried and tested. You're going to shore up the midfield. You're not going to take any chances. We were conceding goals, and that's what he did. Whether we like it or not, and I don't like it, if I'm honest, I fucking think it's a load of shit that we play, but he wanted to go down this route because he wanted to save his ass, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. And he's done that because he's not going to get the sack, at least till the summer. And he's bought himself in more than enough time, especially over the last 6 or 7 games, with putting at least some points on the board and being going 8 or 9 games in beaten, even though the dog it's been absolute shite football. But yeah, thank you very much. Big up to Banter is Fine for your super chat. People are saying, yeah, it was Jota scored 2 goals that game. We were at that game. Yeah, I missed that. I remember walking at that stadium singing that Jota song that day, man. And it was that was the day we really announced that Jota song, by the way, the away game at the Emirates. Anyway, Asim, news today. Let's move on from that. Regarding
just thingy. The people that I speak to also watch BNR as well. And I've just got a message. Just seen you on the show, mate, but just wanted to say the relationship is really good. You don't understand at times how much the relationship has improved, even when the results weren't going well over the last 4 to 6 weeks. Richard and Slot, and alongside Michael Edwards, have a lot of respect between each other. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Look, some of these guys are very close to the club, and I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes the information they get from their club sources is the narrative that we want to hear. And this is the sort of thing. Look, these guys don't mind me saying that because they're my friends, and we can have an open conversation. Sometimes they're pointing out what the club wants to hear. But what I would say is, Gene, is it's very easy to make a narrative like this when the results and the manager's head is getting is called for. Let's be honest, because it's very believable. It's very believable. So
I'm not saying
what
they're
I would
lying.
say, what
I'm
I
not saying
would
they're
say,
lying, but I just find it crazy though. They
yeah,
might have their own sources. They might have their own sources. Fair play to them. But honestly, when I even read the title at the time, I was like, it's fucking bollocks. But anyway, Asim, a couple of things though before we move on to Marc Guehi and Chiesa. If this you're getting told that okay, I think we've all accepted that Slot will be here at least till the summer, if not longer. Are you okay with that? I think you have to. Yeah, we all as Liverpool fans have to accept he's here till the end of the season. That goes without saying.
yeah.
And if he gets top four,
I agree with this, Dean. Just finishing off the thingy.
thank you.
At the end of the day, this is perfectly summed up by Dean. He says if he'd be gone after the PSV if there was a rift. If there was a rift, if there was things going on behind the scenes, that was the time for the Liverpool Football Club to get rid of their manager because every single fan more or less would have agreed with it after PSV, after Forest. So not now because we're being told like we're unbeaten in 9 games. So yeah, they might not like the style of football, but I believe that the style of football will improve once players come back, and obviously we improve the players and the squad through the January transfer window. We hope, and then through the summer, whether that's with Slot or another manager, I don't give a shit. Liverpool need more players to add quality in the first team and on the bench. Anyway, what were we saying, Gene? That if he's not going to get sacked.
Yeah, I was asking about. Do you think if Slot gets to top four that he'll get longer? If he's fourth, not fifth, fourth. If he gets fourth this season, he gets. Does he get a summer to spend money?
Yeah.
Going by you saying this relationship he has with the board and everything, it feels like
I cannot see Liverpool give him a sack him if he gets top four. What I would say is Liverpool might not commit to a new contract. They might say, okay, let's see how you start this new season. If you start well, new players or even the existing players from this window, whether it's January or the last summer, more integrated into the team, play well. The likes of Wirtz and Isak come back into the team. Isak comes back into the team and starts scoring. We see more of an identity from Liverpool. I can guarantee you he will sign a new contract by October. But if he doesn't, and
if he has a decent run in the Champions League, then he's definitely staying. And he gets Champions League, has a decent run in the I think they're not going to get rid of him. But that's a question for another day, Asim. Let's move on to Marc Guehi, Asim. Your mate from the BBC reported today, Sami Mokbel, Asim, that Manchester City are ready to make a move for Marc Guehi.
Yes.
News broke that there's an injury to what's his name now? Guardiola, and it seems like he's got a bit of an Isak sort of injury where he will definitely be out for a few months, and they're ready to pounce. That's the difference. They're ready to pounce. They've got an injury. They're ready to go out and make amends and try and go and win whatever they can. What's your take on Man City, number one, coming in for Marc Guehi? And if they're in for him now, do Liverpool make a move in January?
No.
We're not making a move. Or does he go to City?
If City move, I think City will get him.
Fucking close the show, bro.
Where you going? Where you going? Look, that's an opinion, man. It's an opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I think if City have accelerated, why have they accelerated, Sheen? surely they've got some encouragement that the player is open to joining them. Liverpool maintain an interest. I think Liverpool will look into get Marc Guehi on a free. And why I judge that by is in the last week or two, I told you, look, before all the Marc Guehi reports came, that's the vibe I was getting. No Guehi in January and no Semenyo, all round. But I just don't find, I just feel there's a push. What I will say is I do believe Liverpool will get a centre back this January.
What are you on about now?
But I don't believe they want to. They do. They don't see value
in paying 30. Okay, J Slot.
I disagree with it, right? But I think that is going to be the attitude.
Baffling, bro. I don't. That is the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. But J Slot goes, Parish asking for more than 35 million for Guehi is crazy with 6 months left. But that's the way it is, right? Two things. If you're not going to sign Marc Guehi for 35 million, who's an England international who you've been wanting for 8 months, for 4 or 5 months you wanted that player, TK, and you're going to go and buy somebody else for 60 million or a 50 million pound player. It's not the Mark player,
yeah, I agree with you.
How can you do it? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
So why didn't we give an extra 5 million then? Why were we dilly-dallying? Because
at that time we thought we could lowball. Now you can't lowball because Man City are ready to pay whatever they want, and 35 million pounds is still cheap for an England international.
But the goalposts were slightly different. Lowball TK, but we were still going into the season without a fifth centre back and a guy who just come from Italy who's really young. Then a question mark against Konate, a question mark against Gomez. So even though it was
question mark with every single one of them right now,
so that's why it made sense to pay that 5 million in the summer then.
No, but we didn't know Leone was going to have an ACL. We didn't know.
We had a Konate was 100% going to sign on Konate.
No, but we didn't know exactly. Right now, it's even more of a reason for us to get Marc Guehi because we know Leone's out. We know Konate is further down the line in terms of his contract. We definitely probably know that, we don't know if he's going to be signing or not. Played the 30. You were willing to pay 35 million for him fucking 4 months ago. What's the difference? If anything, he's played well for the last 5 months, 3 or 4 months. His price should increase, but we're just lucky because he's only got 5 months left in his contract. You pay the money and get him in.
I agree with you, but I just got a feeling the only way Liverpool will get him now if Marc Guehi sticks to his word. If he's a good lad and he's got a gentle agreement.
Good blood. When there a good lad in football, man? Good lad. He's good. The father's a pastor, so he's a man of his word. You're a give over, man. I don't want to hear
this. He didn't kick up a fuss. He didn't kick up a fuss in the summer.
Exactly. You didn't come for him. You didn't get him.
No, we came for him.
No, you didn't
came for him, man.
No, you didn't stump up you waited. You let the lad wait 3 months to get the deal over the line when it's a 35 million pound deal. You were penny pinching. Let's be honest. We were penny pinching.
I agree.
Yeah, that. And then Glasner and Parish couldn't bring in their replacement. They told you to F off at the end. That's what happened. Marc Guehi's not in the wrong here. We F'd the deal up.
But that's my point, Gene. They didn't push. They pull out an extra 5 million in the summer. Yes. You think they're going to pull out another 35 million when he's got six months left on his contract?
Well, you think they're willing to pay 60 million for a replacement? When his replacement's not exactly going to be 25 million, is it? You're talking about England international, Premiership proven, captain. He's not exactly going to cost you 35 million, is it? You're going to be paying more money. So it doesn't make any sense.
It may also depend on how Konate's talks. If he goes, then it's stupid for Liverpool not to get him. If Konate stays, then does your tactic kind of change, Gene?
No, because we need work. Because Van Dijk is 35 years old soon.
Yeah,
we have to start planning. We need minimum 2 centre backs in the next 2 windows. That goes without saying. If anything, I'd argue 3.
Yeah, no, I agree with
2
you.
2 is the absolute minimum. And if you're getting an England international for 35 million, you're going to let City get him for 35 million. That is ridiculous. Really ridiculous when you're willing to pay 30 million pounds, gotten a deal accepted, and we should at least pay the money that we've got the deal accepted for.
My point is, Gene, is I agree with what you're saying in terms of how the board isn't moving. I said it. weeks ago that if you have to pay a premium now because of the desperation of the situation, we needed a centre back, even if all of our four full centre backs were fit, because anything can happen with Gomez and Kanate. Anything can happen. But now the only reason why I'm saying it is because I've kind of lost trust, especially when it comes to the situation of Guehi's transfer in particular, of how they acted in the summer. I feel like they didn't want him. They wanted to get him on the cheap, last day kind of thing. They got the deal in the end, but you gave the opportunity for Glasner, whoever it was, to change their mind. If you paid that 5 million a week before, 2 weeks before, then you would have put Crystal Palace in a situation just to go get that, that number one target for them. And if they had to pay a premium in the last week of the window, then they could have, because they had an extra 5-10 million pounds. But I don't know. I think maybe the Huijsen, someone just mentioned, Huijsen was first choice, and that's fair enough. And if he didn't go to Real Madrid, then we would have.
That was
at
the start of the window.
It was. We had plenty of time.
Before the fucking season finished, Huijsen was a done deal at Real Madrid. We knew that. They knew that. Everybody knew the minute Real Madrid come in for Huijsen, he was going to go to Real Madrid. So you always have your backup plans. He was our backup plan. We let it go on ourselves. Due to Liverpool, we let it go to the final day of the window and effed it up. That's the honest truth.
Is that in? Angie.
Oh,
have you come in for about 10-15 if you're gonna. It's not gonna be a long show. We got another 20 minutes. Come in if you want.
What's him coming on? He said
I trust the player. Yeah, maybe he's not gonna he's running away then. Like he says, kya kar sakte. I trust the player, but I don't trust the board how they dealt with the situation.
So okay, so if that's your case, Marc Guehi should say to us, if City have come in for him, F you, Liverpool, mate. You didn't want me enough. Man City have come, number one, they paid the fee, which they will because they're desperate right now with what's happened with Guardiola. And number two, I can guarantee you they're going to pay more wages.
No, because I don't think Guehi is thinking like that, where he thinks that the Palace and the board, Glasner, just stopped me last second. It's not a case of that you didn't want me. Bad enough.
What you want. The truth is, yes, he would have been peed off with the board. I agree with you. He would have been peed off with the board, but he would have been peed off when the dust settles. You take a step back and realize, thinking, you could have got me earlier, man. You bought all them other players. I was fucking 35 million. Couldn't you have got me?
Yeah, but remember that we were like back in theories that Crystal Palace want him to play in the Europa Conference League qualifier. Then they had the Charity Shield against us.
Fair play. That's a fair comment.
If he didn't want to do that, he would have said, "Look, I want my move." He knew about Liverpool's interest all summer. Let's be honest. So it's a two-way thing, isn't it? Sometimes if you want your dream move, Gene, like how many times the extreme cases are like Trent, where you completely ignore and you go and you piss off the whole fan base. But he could have nobody would have begrudged him in the Palace fan base if he just came out and said, "Look," not even come out, just gone to the board and said, "Look, get these things done because I want some clarity. I want to play for Liverpool and I don't want to jeopardize a dream move." But he has to take some personal responsibility as well, Gene.
No, I get that. A lot of people are saying this. Asim, if City move for Guehi, we get him. Diaz situation all over again.
If City move for Guehi, we get him.
Meaning what we did with Tottenham for City.
But why wait?
Because they want him on the free. And if they're not going to, and once now they've seen Man City come in for him, they've just fast forwarded.
We're not in a position, Gene, to wait for City. We've got Leone out. Only a week and a half ago, we had 2 centre-backs free fit at the club. Why are we waiting for City to accelerate their interest? We're bloody desperate as it is. What are you waiting for? For Van Dijk and Kanate to fall to the ground as well. And then you're going to pick up the phone to Glasner. It is strange. And this is why my trust in the board. If they really wanted Guehi, he would have been at the club by now. He should have been signed on the 1st of January. Simple.
I agree that he should. But Asim, what if it was Marc Guehi that at the time that said, "I don't want to leave in January"? because there's a lot of noise. I think you gave me, was it you that said to us, or somebody else, I can't really remember, who said Marc Guehi is not going to, I don't know if it's coming from the Liverpool perspective or the player's perspective, that he is going to see out his contract till the end. And then leave because of obviously England, all that type of stuff. He doesn't want to leave mid-season.
Yeah, like look, he might be thinking now at Liverpool. Let's be honest, Gene. As bad as Kanate has been this season, there's no guarantees for him to start, is there?
No, there isn't.
If Guardiola is injured, does he get into the City team straight away?
Walks into only Nathan Ake, but Nathan Ake hasn't been playing, and I think Guehi starts over Nathan Ake all day.
So for his World Cup, like fitness and sharpness, then City's the better move, isn't it? Short term.
Yes, yeah. Short term, maybe have a chance of winning a trophy, a better chance of winning a trophy. Maybe not the title now because they've dropped off over the last couple of weeks.
But do the negotiations with Liverpool involve conversations like, look, what's the plan with Kanate? Are you giving? I'm sure if I was Guehi or his agent, I'd be asking that question, saying, look, you've got two really good centre backs at your club. What's the sketch? So I don't know. Maybe
Man City have got about at least 4 centre backs at the club.
Yeah, but they're not like
Guardiola, Ake, Stones.
I think Stones and Ake are going to both leave in the summer.
Fair. That's probably what. Yeah, I get that.
They're just not robust enough. Might stick around, one of them. Yeah, actually, that's a good point as well. The manager as well in Guardiola.
Both managers for both
managers. Yes, both managers. You know what? I thought my mic's gone off, but it's not. The Chip is here. Angie, Chip, what's going on? How are we doing? You can't keep away, can you? You call us the Musketeers, but you can't beat a conversation. A Liverpool conversation. Angie. Oh, is he back on the phone? He sounded like a frog.
How are you, boys? How are you? Listen. Okay, we're not going to go into one, but Guehi Shahi to City fully Jao. He's not going to go City. You know why? City have got their charges coming up, and Guardiola, like I said to you lot exclusively 2 weeks ago, he won't be the manager this summer at City.
But he's gone. You also said 2 weeks ago, Guehi's done in January.
Guehi Shahi will be done. Why are you worried? Why are you worried? You can laugh all you want, Gene, but I'm telling you,
Avi, I'm peed off. I need some footy signings. My team's pretty useless right now.
Guys, I am rejoicing tonight. I am rejoicing. I am celebrating. You know why, Asim? You know why, Asim? Look at the camera. Ruben the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's good that he's gone. Ruben, honestly, I'm so happy that they got all this. They thought he was the second coming or the reckoning of Jurgen Klopp. Right in the tweet that he gave him. He gave United board, Ineos, and Cliff. What his name is, that Ratcliffe. Right up the. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat myself.
The best thing about it was, I don't know, we've not spoken about him, and we know the best way. The good days are coming. I've sent that to all the schools, the good days are coming.
Gine, coming in his tour.
Yeah, cool. We were having such a good conversation.
A proper. It was a proper chat. You were so good yesterday. So many people messaged me. You know what? We want to see Avi on a Sunday. He was really good. And you come on 5 minutes in your and you've already drill.
Sorry. Look, Guehi, guys. Look.
Where are you, Avi?
I'm at work today, Asim. I'm at work. Asim, I agree with you. They should have had this wrapped up by the 1st of January. And you said that would he get in the Liverpool team with ease? You drop Kanate. You drop Kanate instantly as soon as you get Guehi and Asim. I'm not being non-biased here. We know Kanate has not been very good this season. If Guehi signs in the next week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, he goes straight into this Liverpool team. Arguably our best centre back right now because Virgil's been off it too.
Bro, Avi, you've got a new name, mate. I'm telling you.
Simon says,
mate. I'm telling you, Simon. Avi, you should change your name to Simon now.
Simon.
But Avi, on a serious note,
Yeah.
What do you make of City coming in though? Do you not? Why would City come in if they'd known that Guehi is practically done to Liverpool?
Look, in my opinion, I think Guehi has given Liverpool his word since the summer when it broke off on the last few hours of the transfer window. I think he said, "Look, I'll join you guys." And Liverpool said, "Look, there's a gentleman's agreement. We'll come back in for you in January. Worst case, summer." But it is a little bit not worrisome. But look, 5th of January, we're in desperate needs of a centre back, guys. We're in desperate needs of a centre back. So why haven't we pulled the trigger? Why hasn't there been noise coming out of Anfield? That Liverpool are in concrete talks with Marc Guehi over a January proposed move.
I've mentioned this a few times, Asim, that you guys were pretty confident that Liverpool will do business in January. If anything, I was the complete opposite. I was saying I don't think Liverpool are going to do any business in January. Although I did say when Isak got injured that Liverpool probably will. Now they've left with no choice but to move in the January transfer market. It's 5th of Jan, boys. We're not fucking linked to anyone.
Oh.
It is worrisome. I mean, these youngsters can. I'm not doing bad, but all these youngsters that we're signing. Look,
forget the young. I'm talking about footballers. Yeah, what you to now? I need footballers, bro. I need proper footballers. You give me youngsters that 16, 17 years old. They're not signings.
This is your fault.
Signings for the under 21.
This is your fault.
Genie, if we do not
You
buy
are jingoing now.
If we don't buy Guehi or anyone else this January, like a proper footballer, does it give us the biggest indication that we're moving slot on after the summer, and then we just have a rethink about transfer targets depending on the manager that we get?
That is a really, really good question.
Yeah, but why does Guehi depend, or why does the slot situation depend on Guehi's transfer to Liverpool?
That's actually
and vice versa. Any manager would take Guehi. He's so comfortable across the line.
I agree with that, but then maybe Guehi needs assurances as well. It's not as if we're flying high as him. Maybe he wants assurances like, where are Liverpool headed next season? Are we going to be headed with Arne slot? Is there going to be a new manager coming in?
I know, but look, I don't know, man. Unless you're buying someone up for 120 million pound and you're showing them PowerPoint presentations, you're going to make them the focal point of the team. You're going to play in the number 10 position. Then you can guarantee that spot. And then if things don't work out, you shift them to the left, as we've seen with Wirtz. But with Guehi, I do think the conversations probably do depend on, or do change a bit, considering the future of Konate.
And if his agent's clever, as I'm sorry to interrupt, if his agent's clever, he will just say, "Listen, let's just bide our time till summer, yeah, and then let's get that signing on for you too."
100%, Avi. I mentioned it a couple of times. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're religious or not. An extra 10 million in your pocket and your agent's pocket, it's always nice, isn't it? And we've all been there, whether it's £10 or 10 million. Money talks. Let's be honest, it doesn't matter who you are. But I believe Liverpool, money talks for Liverpool as well, especially how we've seen them sign Isak and Wirtz and go pagal in the transfer market. But look, it was a summer of reset. We will go and spend some money on there. But look, we also sold £250 million worth of talent. And we're all complaining we did too much and we sold one or two too many. So I believe with this model that they've always probably, and we have to treat it as face value, where they had a player who they liked, the leadership, ticked a lot of boxes. But at the end of the day, he only had 12 months left on his contract. And they dilly-dallied in the summer. And now he's got 6 months. And despite our desperation in the depth of the back line, they still haven't made real acceleration towards tying up the deal. So something tells me that they were always treating Marc Guehi as an opportunistic type of signing.
But he's still opportunistic at 35 million then.
But the opportunity in the summer is better.
Yes, but the opportunity might not be there in the summer if you don't.
I agree.
It's a weird situation.
Bro, I just find it absolutely bonkers. I find it bonkers for not going in for him. I genuinely do.
What's happened here?
It makes no sense, and it makes every sense why City have got whiff that, you know what, they've realized Liverpool 5 days have gone into the transfer market. They need a centre back. Liverpool haven't boxed this player off. They had him in the summer. It hasn't happened. People would have thought 1st of January Liverpool would have wrapped this deal up. They haven't. And now we've left the door open for City to come in. City are going to come in now. City are going to take Marc Guehi.
I think that Ekitike bomb was to do with the summer, as in like how we came out of kind of nowhere and kind of pounced on him. Yes, there were like early links, but then we really wrapped that deal up within 48 hours, didn't we? On the clutches of Newcastle or whatnot.
What's this? You got Ekitike bomber?
Is it about Hecky's post?
What's happened?
About that bomb, about he had to fight him. Somebody sat there with a lot of thingy going off in the background or something. I'm sure if it's that, I saw something. Ekitike. It's an Instagram post. Let me check.
Not a bomb.
Ekitike.
How's his hamstring doing?
I haven't spoken to his agent Michelle today, unfortunately. I will catch up with him tomorrow.
What's his name?
Michelle, his agent, Michelle.
Achha.
Instagram post. I've just gone into his Instagram post. I've not seen anything.
Oh yeah, it's just a fire explosion, isn't it? People are getting thoroughly over it.
Is it gone? I think it's gone.
What's an explosion?
Deleted.
Now I know where the Anfield Watch article has come from.
Oh my god! I just gone for them. I've just cooked all of them.
Oh, you're up, please, man. Why have you gone for them?
What
we need
nonsense
to make
is
friends.
real
We
and
need to make friends.
No, but what's this Rio nonsense that he's had a fight with the thingy? Don't be so silly, man. Come on.
What were you tweeting?
It's aggregators like that
Oh
cause mayhem.
my god, you crazy. Have you seen his tweet? He goes, whichever CUNT wrote this and whoever owns this handle deserves a beating. There's clip waiting for a couple of dollars and then there is begging for it. Absolute poison. No doubt some will lap it up. Honestly, it's a disgrace. And there's another repeated episode of the word CUNTS.
You got to freaking down on them.
Kuch nahi chhodna hai, honestly. Listen, the club's in like a little bit of a mess already. McAllister's words, Salah's words, we know the relationship. But listen, don't make up fairy tale stuff. Please don't. Please don't. You're setting a very poisoned precedent at this club.
One guy goes, oh, shut up, you gobshite, threatening violence because your beloved slot looks bad.
Avi, Avi, what the? Avi, you know what? Look, I actually, you know what? Ben's a good lad. To be fair to Ben, you know, I'm a fan of his, Avi.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was Ben Bosak who wrote that article. That's the worst thing.
You know, so look, you didn't even read it, and you absolutely grilled him.
I've got nothing against the lad. Look, to be fair, he seems to have got a talent ID as well for youngsters. Yeah. But listen, let's refrain. Let's refrain from really fabricating stuff. I get the makeup believe the ITK world. I get that. Look, I'm the master at it. Okay, but let's refrain from like utter drivel and poison.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, Avi. I called it bullshit when I read it, so I do kind of agree with what you've said, mate.
And he's the same. Actually, forget it. I don't want to say anything. Chalo, Hor, kaise ho, Asim? You seem very fresh today, man. Cha the cup?
No, man. I'm good. I actually didn't. I just did a show earlier. Sorry.
I don't. You know, I just checked it. Right, follow that bloody account, mate. Follow.
Who is it?
It's just basically a fire explosion in the background. If you can see it.
Civil War, isn't it? Civil War.
It's bad, boys. It's bad.
What's bad?
Situation at United. I'm talking about United now.
Oh, why you?
Who gives a shit about them? I just love it when they.
Why are you happy about? I'm not even getting sack, Avi. At the end of the day, it suited us.
Yeah, but you know if they get that manager bounce.
Avi, it's good, Asim, it's good. Rolla, new manager, spend another 500 million, fuck up, new manager comes in, doesn't like the players, go spend money again. This is a continuous cycle that I love about Manchester United. Because the new player now, Dogu, Shogu, the guys that he's bought, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Players like Dogu, players like Mazraoui, they're not good enough for the next manager. Dogu, Shogu, yeah.
No, don't call him Dogu Shogu. Chill.
Dogu, Shogu, yeah. They're at the club for 5 years now. They're not. Yeah, Dogu is gonna be at the club for 5 years now because he signed a contract. Nobody's gonna want a wing back, so he's at that club for 5 years on the wages he's on. He's not moving anywhere. This is what I like when the other players that they've signed, they're staying there for 5 years. New managers in the communities and say, I don't like them. We have to keep them because they're on long contracts.
Avi, how do you see Gareth Bale developing with the new manager coming in?
Okay, it depends on who they get. But look, let's not talk about United. We've got problems ourselves. And look,
Avi, I want to ask you about the Chiesa situation. Juve apparently have made some formal contact, but then Liverpool reporters came out and said there's not been any contact between both parties. But you feel like every time with Chiesa, there's no smoke without fire, is there?
Asim, he only goes if we get a replacement in, a worthy replacement. I can't see him leaving, and that will leave us what? I know he only gets 15-20 minutes, but that would leave us really short, especially with Isak out, with Salah out till AFCON. And big congratulations to Mohamed Salah today. I know he got the third against Benin. How do you say that country's name? Benin. It's Benin. So they'll be onto the quarters, I believe now. So yeah, so he'll still be missing. And you've only got Ekitike, who's obviously been rested as well.
Ekitike, Avi, I'm a bit concerned about Ekitike,
In terms of his injury?
Yeah, man. Oh, Romano Bomba. Okay,
Anji Saif Saab, you better not be chatting it. Because one thing I don't like is bullshitters, and you should know that.
Absolutely.
Romano.
Saif Ali Khan.
Saif Chunga bande thing.
Nothing on Twitter. Carry on, Avi. Carry on. I'm a bit concerned,
What about Chiesa?
Ekitike's injury, his lack of fitness. I'm concerned, man.
You think he's out for Thursday? Wow.
No. Funnily enough, an Arsenal massive ITK got in touch with me today, asking me the question. And I said, I think he makes the bench at the very least. But we'll know more. Tomorrow.
So the chance is he's not going to be playing, eh?
Avi's genius 50-50 at the moment. As far as I know,
you can't really nurse a hamstring. If you're feeling tweaks, you can't play full pelt.
Avi, you know the medical side. What was this word that the manager, I couldn't be bothered looking it up. What was he using? Because he was talking about the MRI scan of Wirtz, and it just showed like tiredness or maybe cramp. But Ekitike's MRI showed more, and he was using this term. Yeah, DOMS. What the hell's that?
Is it elasticity? DOMS.
Do I have to Google it?
Yeah, look, that's beyond my pay grade. I mean, I only did biology to a certain extent, but not. Yeah, this is.
Oh, bloody hell!
Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Okay, so whatever it was more than Wirtz.
That's overtraining, overrunning, and that is due to the physicality of the Premier League, doing more kilometers than you are doing in the Bundesliga.
It's just when you're sore after the gym. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Well, then he's all right. Then he's just start carved in it when your muscles are sore.
I get
so
that.
Major, man. You're making it out like you might injure you. Yes, it's minor.
Yeah, so it's muscle fatigue, and okay, that gives me a bit more encouragement and hope.
But it just goes to show we're overworking the shit out of him, though.
100%. People play with DOMs all the time, but they didn't want to risk it. Okay, fair enough. But you thought you might make the bench then?
It's a
Again.
worry. It's a worry.
Asim, Fulham, you thoroughly thought maybe have got enough to beat them. I don't
Come
know,
on.
man.
No,
Fucking, I
man.
suppose, yeah, not we don't have enough to beat anybody right now.
Not
So,
right now. Not right now.
mm.
Honestly. Well, we've got Dom and Doms. We got Dom.
Abhi
in the
Chiesa,
team.
chutti.
Huh?
Look,
Chiesa, man.
he's a nothing player. He's not even a bit part player.
I'm
Is he?
not asking you if it's chutti for him. You're giving me a fucking monologue on him. Yes or no? Is he going or not?
I hope he does go to make this
Oh.
World Cup
I
squad.
do as well. Maybe not Jay. I hope he goes as well.
I want him
Yeah,
to make.
Amari, actually go to it. Go back to Juve. Hopefully, get the games. Arne Slot doesn't trust you. Not a lot of fans don't trust you as well. Do enjoy yourself. Get back into the Italian national team, and at least the lad can have a chance at the World Cup, man. Honestly, let him. At least he can hopefully get a run of games. That will mean we need to sign another forward. I don't know if that's going to happen, but at least give him a chance to go and flipping. Get some games and get some game time under his belt, man. Because if he wants to go to the World Cup, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting at Liverpool, mate. Because this manager doesn't trust you one bit. Chiesa ovvio I can ask. Asim, are we signing anyone then or what?
I think Liverpool.
What you
Where's Avi
reading?
gone? Where's Avi gone?
I don't know.
My thing is gone. Asim Lewis. Who's Lewis? Lewis confirmed Ben's article. Who's Lewis?
Lewis. Yeah, Arsenal Lewis.
No, it's not Lewis Steele. Lewis Bower, the under 21 guy. Works for the academy? No, he doesn't. He won't be putting that article out.
Fucking won't be working at the academy any longer, mate.
If he works at the academy, come on, people. He's the under 21 correspondent. Look, there might be what I'm saying is there might be some plans or some concerns about Arne Slot's approach to the under 21 where he's not watching enough games or he's not involved enough, so it might be like an overarching type of problem where things will probably get fixed. But in terms of a rift between Arne Slot, Michael Edwards, and Richard Hughes, you can forget about it. In my opinion, it's not true as of now. So don't come to me in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks if things start breaking up in terms of the relationship. Because let's be honest, the moment the results don't go our way, the relationships, will obviously the crisis meetings will happen and difference of opinions will start coming out, playing out in the media, more pressure on the manager, more pressure on the hierarchy. And let's be honest, who gets the first axe? It's the manager, isn't it? So the rift will be, portrayed. But look, I'm not into this. Like, you tell me a story now, then absolutely nothing happens in 3-4 months' time, and then you say, "Oh yeah, we told you 3-4 months ago." Right as of right now, in my opinion, there is no civil war happening at Liverpool. There is no rift. There might be some little disagreements of how the under 21s or the academy is going, but rift, in my opinion, I repeat, nothing. And I'm not just checking this in the last day or so. I've been checking this in the last few weeks because I believe if there is a rift, then the manager's sacking is on the verge, is imminent. Let's be honest. If there was a rift at the club, in my opinion, Arne Slot won't be here, like Dean said earlier on.
Yeah, come on, man. They would have got rid of him if you asked me. But guys, there's still over 330, 530 of you in here. Get them, smash that like button. I don't know what we're on right now. This Nali, whoever the hell you are, bro. I don't like bullshit. You give me breaking news, you're going on timeout. Where's it gone now? I was gonna say something, yard. Yeah. So sorry, I was gonna check how many likes went on Asim before we move on.
Been on
We
17.8K for
Yeah, that went
ages.
on 197 likes for this stream. Guys, smash that like button. Let's get it to 250, man. There's over 500 of you, 535 of you in here. Let's get it to at least 250, man. Come on, smash that like button. Well, you know what? We weren't even supposed to do a show today. Austin messaged on a group, and I thought, you know what? Mari Gale, he's asked now, and I don't want to say no to the guys because he started blaming me. Say, Chine's the one who cancelled it, but I didn't cancel it. I'm here. We wanted to do the show. We are here for everybody. So definitely, guys, please smash that like button. Avi, what happened, man?
Boys, I got a call
From Simon.
from someone in South America regarding Joel Ordonez.
Who?
Liverpool are very much interested in Joel Ordonez, despite local reports in Liverpool refuting the claims.
Local reports in Liverpool or in
No,
Ecuador?
because no local journalists in Liverpool, because they were refuting it one day last week, Lynch and whatnot. So just I had to go. I had to go. Asim, it's very bad to, it's disrespectful to answer the phone while the show, so I had to leave. And
I agree.
that's the call. That's that call out that got that. Well, Joel Ordonez, we are very much interested in doing a deal.
I agree. Anything else? How is Simon? Is he good?
No, this wasn't Simon. This is another acquaintance of mine in South America. He actually doesn't live in Ecuador. Actually, he actually lives in Buenos Aires.
Wow. And you talking Spanish?
No, mixture of English, bit of Spanish. Oh, you just say Spanish like hola, buenos dias, but the rest is in English.
Nice. There we have it. It won't be in our show. Oh, there we are. Late. Gina, my battery's dead on the mouse, so you'll have to bring. Who the hell? He's got his orange device up as well today. Jay.
He's getting a call. He's getting a call from Simon. Maybe Simon's calling Gina.
Are you both talking to him?
When Sajjah met Simon.
Gene, my batteries on my mouse is gone, so you'll have to bring the super chats up.
Anji, okay, super chats. We missed a few. Banter is fine. Respectfully, we shouldn't be losing our shit over Guehi. He's not a needle mover whereby we go out of our way. His situation is appealing, of course, where there's plenty of high ceiling centre backs in the sea. Asim, you can take that because you know more better. You know more better.
Respectfully, we shouldn't be losing our shit over Guehi. He's not a needle mover whereby we go out of our way. His situation is appalling, of course, and there are plenty of high ceiling centre backs in the sea. He's a very good centre back. I agree with him that he's not a needle mover.
Can he become a world-class defender?
Yes, because he's got age on his side. But is he a needle mover right now? What I would say is does he improve us? Probably yes, because of Kanate's lack of form. But he improves us by and helps us going back to what we saw last season and what we saw in the early parts of this season, where it doesn't need Curtis Jones to go back and all the time going to left back areas to allow the left back go higher. So he improves us in possession. I believe that. He improves us. Does he improve us by him going and mopping up? I still think Kanate, when on form, is still a better channel defender than Marc Guehi. Marc Guehi is more versatile. He can play across the line. He can play right back, left back. So I think we should be treating Marc Guehi as a replacement for Joe Gomez, but still give him the chance to say, okay, if you want to become our left-sided centre-back or right-sided centre-back, then it's on you to improve and go to the next level and make that place your own. That's the attitude I would treat Marc Guehi. Not saying you're starting at centre-back straight away. Maybe he could get away with it with Van Dijk next to him. But then if Kanate goes and Guehi stays, and once Van Dijk goes, then that other player needs to be an unbelievable player. Because let's be honest, there are some question marks when it comes to Guehi. Has he played in the back four? Has he played on the halfway line? Can he get the 70%, 65 to 70% type of aerial deals on a consistent basis that Kanate and Van Dijk has shown? Obviously, these are all question marks, but at the end of the day, he can't prove it if he's not given the chance.
But if he came in, Asim, if he came in, okay, so Lewis Bower is someone that I can definitely vouch for. He definitely gets some inside news within the academy and under 21s. So maybe I should delete that tweet. If Guehi was to sign, he walks into the team straight away ahead of Kanate.
Interesting. So yeah, lads, Lewis Bower just confirmed it. It seems like Avi is going to be deleting his tweet. He trusts him. I still think it's bullshit. Anyway, slot Gina Yara, you're a free agent, get on the pinch, centre back, Banija, Virgin partner ban. Yara, come on. I retired a long time ago. Been there, done it, wore the t-shirt, became a champion, and mic dropped. So I'm done with my footballing days. Is there anything else? Avi, so ordinance, eh?
Let's see. The interest is still there from what the guy just rang me for.
Asim, is there anything else you wanted to discuss tonight?
I had a bomber, but we'll leave that till tomorrow.
Oh, no, just say it now. Why do that?
Because I just asked the person, do I have permission? He said no.
Is it exciting news? Is it good news?
Permission tomorrow?
Huh?
What's going to give you permission? Why is he going to, if he's not going to give you permission today, why tell us that then?
He's waiting from the pharmacy to give him clearance.
No, why are you giving me, Avi? Why are you saying to me, I've got a bomber,
and then not say
it? Give it to you. Why say I've got a bomber?
He's a bigger bullshit than me, trust me.
Then why
I don't come out with a bomber, Gene.
Yeah, right. You know what?
No, wait. You have to hear me out. You have to hear me out.
This, Avi. You know what?
No.
Like bullshit.
I'm
not saying bullshit, but don't say you're gonna give us a bomber and then tell the fucking chat there's 510 people in the chat and you're saying to them, I've got a bomber.
Gina,
I'm not gonna tell you.
Because you know what?
It's like Asim, hold on. Hold on. It's like me telling. It's like hold on. It's like me telling my BV I'm sleeping behind her back, but I'm gonna confirm to her tomorrow that I actually am sleeping behind her back. That's what it's like.
No, because what I want to know, I want to give the information.
This is your fucking pioneer, boys. This is your, the mastermind of this channel. Yeah, this guy here, that guy there, mastermind.
Yeah, the mastermind.
Father, you deserve it. You were saying to him, mastermind, and he's my this, and he's my that. You deserve it. The people that support him, you deserve it. You deserve it today.
Let me hear me out, man.
He's gonna confirm
he just proved to you that he's not a man of the people. It's me. That's what
he's gonna confirm the bomber on Substack. He's gonna confirm it on Substack.
I need to check it, verify it with a few more sources, and then I share it with the people.
Oh, but look at this one.
What is it?
This guy said, now I see why you lot are stuck on 17.6.
So now all these guys,
look, Asim, your own accounts are giving you shit.
You know what the best thing about it is, Gene? When we get 800 people in the chat tomorrow to listen to me, then you'll be called me a mastermind as well.
Guys, there was
I was joking, by the way.
There was some stuff flying around in the last sort of 24 hours about my position at Born and Red. There was a bit of talk in the last few hours today, and obviously Asim and Gene, they deserve to know. I had an offer to work for a US soccer channel on YouTube, fairly big at the moment, but I did politely decline. And even though it wouldn't have affected my hours at BNR, I said, look, I am totally committed. I am totally committed to BNR. I will reveal it tomorrow. But they actually host.
If I don't have 1.5 1,500 people in tomorrow's show, boys. I am coming on because everything's happening tomorrow.
They actually host shows on NBC. So
respect, Avi. Avi should have taken it, man.
no, it's all about Born and Red.
Anjay, but Avi, on a serious note, if you get something like that, come on, man. You should.
We don't want to block your pathway, just like Rio. But he's China, man. You know,
Avi's a fucking star, bro.
Why are you saying no to these sort of opportunities because of BNR? We would happily.
I have not got
you leave BNR.
I haven't got the time, and the only time I can give on any platform is for BNR.
Atik says, Gene, do you have something for tomorrow?
I was just because go on, sir.
Don't worry, me and Avi will give Gene something to say. Oh my God, we're gonna tomorrow's show and tomorrow's thumbnail is gonna be the triple bomber. So be prepared. Okay, Gene, you'll have to end the show.
Right, guys, it's been a good one. Take care. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you all tomorrow night.
God bless, boys. God bless.
Let me